Hi everybody! A little bonus video from me today, guys. I felt that season is starting. A lot of people are excited about the celebration, about the holidays. It is a very beautiful, beautiful time of the year. But I also know that a lot of people are going through difficult times because it feels like the holidays can enhance the sadness. The holidays can enhance certain feeling of disappointment, maybe loss, maybe you did not achieve something that you wanted, or you are not where you want to be in life. And so that's why I want to record this video for you guys. And this is just my heartfelt message to everybody. This year was, in a way, a very not in a way, it was very life changing, and in a way, let's just stick with that, heartbreaking year. Those of you who have been watching for me, this channel knows why, but I also know how many people had dreams, and these dreams had not been quite achieved yet. And as I was actually getting up this tree some days ago, I thought about this. How many of us focusing super attentively on the things that we do not have? We do not have the person we want to be with. We don't have the right car, the super expensive, maybe some luxurious vehicle. Some people want to live in a different house. Some people focusing that they can barely make the ends meet and all of that. But what I would like to say is that even when we're focusing on what we don't have, we never truly focusing on what we truly don't have. A lot of us also do not have a terminal illness. A lot of us are not $1 million in debt. A lot of us are not married to the people that we cannot stand. A lot of us do not have a child that is disabled or is sick. A lot of us do not also live on the street. And the list goes on. So when we trying to play sort of a victim and focus on how much we don't have, so maybe we should include the list of what we also don't have. When you have a big and expensive house, you also pay big and expensive taxes, right? When you run in a big company, you may not be able to spend time with your kids. You also have responsibility in your hands, and you also have bills to pay, and you have families to support, people who work for you and depend on you. And it doesn't matter if you made a profit this year or this month, you still need to pay those families. So this is comes just from my heart. When you focusing mostly on what you do not have, all right, be honest with yourself and tell yourself what also you do not have. People who have millions of dollars also have $1 million problems. People who are in a committed relationships also have responsibilities that you cannot even imagine because you are not. If you have a newborn child, you think, oh, they are so lucky. Yeah, maybe they are lucky, but they also maybe had forgotten when they had a possibility to sleep more than 3 hours in a row. So you can't just be one-sided and only see the other side, how much the grass is greener and better. And being envious to other people is so simply not intelligent, because you never know what's going on behind the closed doors. You just never know. A lot of people live life where they are success in public, they are very accomplished and successful and maybe have great family and great house, but in reality, they often are in private very, very unhappy. You just don't know. Sometimes people are really happy and fulfilled, and you can use that as an inspiration to make your life happy and fulfilled. There is nothing wrong with being happy for other people and seeing that everything is possible. I received a letter today, full of pain and disappointment, and I was just thinking that if anyone else could relate to this, first, admit that you do not have a lot of things, and some of those things you are very happy that you don't have. Very happy that you don't have. And then embrace what you actually got. It's You hear this message here and there. A lot of people who achieve a lot, they talk a lot about appreciation rituals and things like that, but nobody can do the appreciation work for you. It's not just some words. Sometimes you have to sit down and realize how much you really have, because every single person that is watching this video have things that other people would absolutely die for to have, but we don't notice them. We have zero appreciation for things that are available to us. And I think it's really important to do that inner work to realize how much you really have. And from that state, you can acquire and achieve more. Whatever your goal is, whatever your desire is, you can never get to a better state from devaluing what you have. You can never get something better or somebody better. There are channels that hate women. There are channels that I listened to one channel. Just I was curious. I'm not gonna say what channel that was, but it was basically about hating women and how shallow women are and all of that. And I listened to this channel. My mood started to shift, and I felt the world is so dark and black and horrible. And then I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm gonna put a button pause. I'll never gonna watch this again, because it was so devaluating and so generalizing and so disrespectful. And there are the same channels about men. There are same channels, I don't know, about maybe not having children. You really choose your life. You really can fill up your days with good things. Even if you're going through hard times, even if you're going through so-called depression, you can manually fill your life up with things that lift you up. I could never understand the haters on the channel. If you don't like this channel, why would you spend your time to comment and hate on it? Why wouldn't you spend time to do what makes you happy? So maybe you're not a hater, maybe you are a fan. Because do any of you guys watch channels that you hate? You cannot pay me to watch what I don't like. As I just mentioned, there are some channels, and I understand that they are probably doing the opposite of the feminists. So they are, those are men hating and these are women hating. It just popped on my feed, so I watched it for a couple of minutes, and it was just absolutely. I can tell you, anybody who watching this video, in about a week, you probably will have a stable clinical depression, and and you will need the medical interference to get better, for real. So yeah, it's all in your hands. And somebody is writing something. I just want to come up, and I want to wish everybody pull those positive thoughts, those things that are good in your life. I don't care if you have 9 things out of 10 going bad, but you have one thing that going well. Focus on that one thing. Yeah, the Christmas is coming, and I have this beautiful tree, and all the topics I have are so serious. So I just had a minute to come out, and I want to wish you guys to really embrace your life, to appreciate what you have, um, to put some goals. If mostly women would be listening to my videos, I would say dream and visualize and do like this. But because mostly men are watching my videos, you gotta put those goals, and work towards them. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, guys. It's unbelievable how fast the time flies. Lawrence, you don't have to do whole huge decor. You can just put one little item just to make you smile. And thank you so much for being such a wonderful supporter, Lawrence. I appreciate you. Thank you. Joseph is saying, I'm so blessed to find my Ukrainian angel. She makes me feel so blessed. The Christmas, I always feel blessed by my family. That is wonderful. Oh, Tanya, is it you? A Ukrainian girl? Happy, Merry Christmas, Tanya. We should record that video with you sometime. I know last time it didn't work. I think it's you hiding under Roxalana. Yes, it's you. Tanya is saying, you are an intellectual like myself. Well, thank you. Of course, being an Ukrainian girl, yes. No, it's so good to see you. I also want to make an announcement. I have so many questions in my email, and no, I will not write you back. But what I will offer, I will find a day and I will announce for you some evening on the week, during the week, and we will just go together over the questions, and they will get answered on the live video. All right? I thought that would be better. As right now, I feel it's really important somehow during the Christmas time to have as many live interactions as possible. Is it just me, or I feel that even though it's becoming colder, or maybe because it's becoming colder outside, I feel that people are have all kinds of excuses to meet each other, to hug each other, or even I would rather go on live video than gonna be writing you too much letters. I would rather hear some feedback. Another thing is I'm gonna research a phone app where I can create a second number. So if you have a live show, maybe you can call in and ask a question. It would be so much more fun to have some live videos where we can have a dialogue. And thank you so very much for everybody who comments under the videos, who are being active. Really appreciate it. As I'm doing particular topic live videos, I am not always now reading your comments because I'm trying to stay on topic. But I see them and I consider them, and they really, really help. Your opinion is very important for me, so please, I appreciate all of your activities and all of your comments. Somebody is saying, Frank is saying, your life starts getting better the instant you start working toward your goals. Get after it in 2020 and watch how your life change for better. Ты молодец. Спасибо. Thank you, Frank. But this video, guys, I just want to tell you this. Sometimes we are also focused too much on achieving the goals and chasing. Sometimes you do have to stop for a minute and embrace what you have. Because I feel that in a Western culture, this consistent achievement, sometimes you don't even have a moment to feel your progress, to celebrate it with some people, and to really appreciate what you have. I understand that a lot of people are talking right now about appreciation if you follow any spiritual people or any motivational speakers, but it is so very true. If you live in Florida, for example, and your electricity will go off for 3 days, and you're not gonna move to hotel, you will develop hell of a lot of appreciation for the warmth, for the hot water, and for all the blessings that we take every day. We think that there are no miracles. We kind of every day like, oh, well. A lot of people, a lot of very young people, in fact, like as young as teenagers, are already looking at life as like, because growing up with technology, when everything comes to you because you push a button, you no longer see that as miracles, but they are miracles. The cell phone, tell me that cell phone is not a miracle. You can connect to any person anywhere in the world at any time, and at this point of time you don't even have to have $1 in your pocket. You can go somewhere and connect to their Wi-Fi. It is absolutely incredible that I can reach and talk to you guys right now. It's an absolute miracle as well that we can share thoughts and share messages, and people can do all kinds of things just using the web that some years ago wasn't even in people's dreams. I don't think people even dream that this is ever possible. The sun goes up every single day. Most of us, once again, have electricity, have warm home, have a nice bed, have food in the refrigerator. We have all these things. We have vehicles. Almost every person that watches this video have a vehicle that now works from a push button. I remember my reaction when I first had to drive a push button. I was like, oh my God, where are my keys? I won't, no. This is weird. I need my keys right now. This thing is not gonna work. Please give me my keys. But then you accept it, and it's no longer a miracle. One very wise person said, I don't know if that was Einstein, cannot remember now, but he said that there are two ways of living life. One way is believe that nothing is a miracle, and another way that everything is. And I truly hope that on this channel we have a lot of people that believe that everything is a miracle. The people we meet, our own bodies, our own systems, how everything works, items that we use, blessings that come to our lives, that people that spark when we feel depressed, people that spark life in us. So many things are incredible. So on this holiday season, before you're gonna say that what you don't have, remember what also you do not have, and how little what you think you do not have is compared to what could have been. And most of all, just simply embrace every single thing that you have. Imagine that you were born in a new body and you have new fresh eyes, and you find yourself that you are living in a nice home, or you are somewhere warm. You hear some little passive aggressive here. No, it's actually not a passive aggressive, but it's that I was walking today and I just felt so cold, and it was gray. But then I thought to myself, I have a miracle right on my phone, I can go on my phone and purchase a ticket and go on vacation somewhere. And most of us, once again, can perform um, miracles and things that people dreamed for centuries. For centuries, it would be impossible. If 150 years ago you would tell somebody everything you can do right now, people would think that you're insane. It's so easy. I feel like our minds are so much on default. It's so easy to find what's wrong with everything, what's not working, and how really bad, and how is the worst time to that we ever lived. But if you choose to see it this way, that's probably going to be the reality you're going to live in. So let's embrace the beautiful things that we have. Thank you guys so much for being great supporters. I have a lot of updates that are coming up to the channel and to the things that I will be offering you in 2020. So watch out for that. This video, I don't want to promote any services. I don't want to promote anything I'm doing. I just want to tell you, please be your biggest cheerleader. If you feel you're falling into depression, if you have negative thoughts, make a plan of what you can do. And when you are active, when you started working out again, when you get in the fresh air, when you schedule meeting with people, when you're being productive, you will forget that you even had depressive thoughts in your mind. So embrace everything you have this Christmas season and keep it and keep that mindset for this coming year. Thank you guys for the kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you, Noel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Noel, probably. Thank you, everybody who has joined. This is just my love message. If I get busy, because a lot of events are coming and people are coming and all of that. So if I get busy, that's my Christmas, early Christmas greeting, and wishing you just feeling good. Even if you're not involved in a whole bunch of activities, and maybe you don't have friends in the morning, whatever's happened, find something good. Do something for somebody. This is my best advice here also. If you watch till this point, you're gonna hear this. If you feel depressed, I know I have some people that lost somebody this year, including myself, and it is very, very painful at times. You just feel like knife just comes into your heart. It's there. But if you lost somebody this year, if somebody you loved left you, if somebody, I don't know, scammed you, whatever happened, whether it's French, love, relationship, business, and you can't help but you think about it, get out there. Look at the people who do not have a home, or they are cold in the street. Go buy them a coat. Make a list of beautiful things you can do for Christmas. Send a cash gift to somebody that have been helping you. If you have a favorite person, you have somebody, maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's somebody in your post office, maybe it's a friend that's always been there for you. Refocus that attention, how poor you are in your depression. Refocus that and do something for other people. Once again, I hopped in today, was watching some inspiring people, and that idea came to my mind. And do some things as an anonymous, if you can. If you cannot, that's fine. If you, let's say you send somebody like a gift card, or maybe you do something special that the person would appreciate. Yes, you can say it's from you, but also you can just, buy a bag of goodies, and that there is somewhere a family with 5 kids, buy a bag of goodies and just drop it at their porch. You have no idea how incredible you're going to feel, and how these things, you do them, you don't even necessarily want to be recognized for them, but it just gives you so much joy, because we were born and brought into this world as compassionate human beings. So when you do that, You have no idea how many fantastic, fabulous things come into you, because even though you didn't do it to be recognized, and those people do not know you, but they are thinking about you and they are overflowing with joy. Maybe, once again, every community have some, lower income families. If you want to help, you will find a way. Maybe there is a person that has been inspiring you doing something and you've never really connected with them. You kind of guy, maybe you're watching a channel and you kind of guy behind the scenes, but you want that person to smile. Do something nice for them, surprise them, and it's really gift for you. It's so amazing. I'm gonna be crying right now. But when you do things for others, the best gift of this comes to you, because you feel that you changed and you made somebody smile. That's the best gift you can ever give. And it requires the other person. It's not always about you and your problems. It's not. It's about making this world more beautiful. And I want to share something too. Uh, this year is really really difficult because as you some of you guys know, my son lost his father this year, absolutely unexpectedly. And I have this idea. He's getting a lot of treats, and thank you so much for some people who reached out to me and wanted to make something nice for my son. I really appreciate it. And I also do not want him to think that it's all about him and his tragedy. So what we're gonna do, I would just want to go out and do random acts of kindness, from, paying for somebody in line, from, just doing little things. I'm not even gonna say what it is, it doesn't even matter. But once again, you cannot go wrong with doing good things for others. If you feel depressed this holiday season, if things just not, if you had some major setback, of course take care of you. But remember, when you take attention from yourself and your own drama, and you try to see and notice other people and recognize them, you're really setting yourself for a different mode. And it's the best thing that you can do. Surprise somebody, delight somebody. And maybe you don't even decorate this Christmas. Maybe you have like one little item in your home. Have just that little item, but the real gift will be here. Because Christmas is not a season of taking, is a season of giving. And please, I sometimes receive messages, people feel, sorry in this and that. Don't feel sorry for other people. Don't do that. Uplift them, make them smile. Like personally, I cannot stand when somebody, really feel sympathy for you. It's so depressing. Do something to uplift, because when we are uplifted, when we lift it up, we are good to ourselves and we are inspiring to other people. Gosh, it's whole inspirational speech. But guess what? When I'm gonna be in a bad mood, I'm gonna be watching this video. I don't know, I might even take it down because it's kind of personal for my really wonderful subscribers. But I just want to wish all of you the best things this season, and just be good, for goodness sake. Lance, hello. Lance is saying, oops, I'm sorry. Lance, I almost blocked you by accident. When you do good things for others, it feeds your inner self, showing humility and kindness. Yes. In our time of Instagram, in our time of social media, we do not have enough of time to self-validate what we are doing. we immediately post, share. We do not even process this. So I also wish you to spend meaningful time with you, with yourself. From Michigan with love. Thank you so very much for everything, and I wish you the best.